guys, it is Valerie and I've got a request video for you guys. Someone, I'm not going to say her name because she deleted her comment or something, and maybe she is in the wigness protection program, as in maybe she didn't want everyone to know that she wears wigs or whatever. And so I totally respect that, but I hope that she sees this. This is the Junee Fashion Luxe One wig, and I did a video about it way back in probably April. It was a wig that I loved. I still loved it. This is the exact same wig still. Okay, not exact because I've cut it. I've since cut it. So I was just kind of wanting a shorter cut. And after a few months, kind of when the ends were just kind of already needing a trim or something, I just decided to go ahead and cut the wig. So I will link you guys to the original video whenever I tried on this wig. And then also I will link you to, I guess, how I cut it, because it's like a long bob and it's kind of asymmetrical. And I found a really easy method to do that because I'm not a hairstylist at all. So I tend to learn by trial and error in YouTube. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, so then in my May favorites video, which was filmed in the end of, well, in the beginning of June. Yeah, okay, so it was filmed in the beginning of June. And so that was whenever this viewer saw the video of my hair curled. And so that was the long version. So if you want to see like the long version of what this would look like, then go look at my May favorites video. But I wanted to film a video of me curling the hair and stuff. And since I'm not ready to curl my latest version of this wig, because I like it like all straight and silky, I just decided to curl this old version because it was needing a curl anyway. So it's shorter, and that's the only difference, but it's the exact same hair technique. This is a human blend wig, which means it's blended with synthetic hair. And on the box, it didn't actually tell you how to take care of it, but I learned from you guys actually, who told me that it was okay to curl it and use heat on it and stuff. So I'm just going to show you the steps that I do to kind of like revive the wig whenever it starts to just get it kind of, you know, janky kind of looking. And I'm going to show you guys how I revive the wig and then how I curl the wig and the technique that I use, yeah, to curl it. So that's how I got these curls. And if you'd like to see how I curled my hair this time and how I curled it back in the May favorites video, then keep watching. Okay, so for starters, I just wanted to show you guys that after the hair kind of starts to get worn, for me this happened at about 2.5-ish, yeah, a little over 2 months, was whenever the hair started to get just kind of, you know, just kind of singy and dry and crusty looking and frizzy, and it just started to not look cute. And so this is, I don't know, I want to say this is kind of how it ended up looking. This has already been curled, so if it was just normal and straight and stuff, then it wouldn't look quite like this, but it might have like singed and kind of dry looking, just to where you kind of want to freshen it up and make it look like you just bought it again, which for the most part, I'm very happy to report that it goes right back to the way it was before. So I've already taken half of this hair and straightened it, so I'm just gonna, with this half, I'm gonna show you that process. So this is how I get it back to like the beautiful straight, like you fresh bought it before you curl it. So we want to begin with a very wonderful canvas. For this first step, you just need a brush or a comb. I use a little spray bottle of water, and I also use this wig deep conditioner spray stuff, leave-in conditioning spray. And then I also use this Beyond the Zone turn up the heat stuff, heat protectant kind of stuff. So what you're gonna want to do, oh yeah, and then also you're gonna need some hair clips to section off your hair. For this part of the process, I have seen in the past, when I was watching wig videos, I saw a woman like straighten a synthetic wig with a steam iron. And so since I don't have a steam iron, I do, however, have this, oops, this, okay, I do, however, have this Remington Wet to Straight flat iron, and so it's meant to be used on wet hair, and then it also kind of like steams up. So I would not do this with a normal flat iron, but I would do it with Remington Wet to Straight, which I don't necessarily mean go out and buy one, but just actually, if you don't have one, just skip the water part and just try to straighten it as best you can. So let me get back to my... So this hair is completely ratchet looking. It is fried, and luckily with just a few little hair hacks, we are going to get this looking tight and right again. I'm gonna get this out of the way for first moment too. Okay, so what I like to do is I spray it with a little bit of water. Then I spray in the leave-in conditioner, and then I do like a little bit of the heat protectant. Kind of rub that in. And then I like to brush. And see, like you can kind of see right here, you can see how the ends are. So I really like to make sure that I get the ends nice and coated with like the leave-in conditioner, because I feel like the heat probably, hopefully, maybe seals in this conditioning power. And it's worked out for me really well in the past. Okay, so then I run the comb through. Alright, and then I'm just gonna see how I'm doing this kind of. I like having the brush or your comb or whatever through it just to make sure that we are straightening it as best as possible. And I feel like you have to do less heat when you do that, because it already like detangles as you're straightening it. Ooh, those ends are so fried. Okay, so I'm liking the way that feels. That is good enough for me. So I'm just going to go through the rest of the other half side of my hair and have it straightened all. And then after it's all nice and straight, if you need to wash your wig for whatever reason, that is the time to wash it. I don't like to wash a wig that is I don't like to wash a wig that isn't like straight and perfect and all that stuff, just because it's gonna get wet and I wouldn't want it to get more tangled or just really aggravate the situation. So this hair, I really like it because it I don't know, it just stays really well. Like even after I've curled it and then washed it, the curls stay. So I think that that's pretty cool. So the straightening will definitely stay, and I feel like you just get it would get better conditioned and everything and washed and cleaned if all the fibers were like laying the right way and laying straight. Alright, so I'm done straightening all of the hair to get it ready to be curled and just to get it looking back to tight and right. And so I use the Remington Wet to Straight. They come in the size that I have, which is, sorry, I already put it away, it's this size. Which I don't know, it's like a couple inches, and then they also have like a 1 inch. And so if I can find that online, I will post the links in the description box. But anyway, I did that on the setting that you're supposed to do it if you have wet hair, and I did that on the 3rd level. So now it's time to curl my hair, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I did a Remington curling wand video. By the way, I'm not affiliated with Remington or anything. I just have these 2 products and I really like, or 3 products and I really like them. But if you have seen, it's my most popular video ever, and it is the Remington curling wand video. And that was the 1 inch, I think, 1 inch to 3/4 inch tapered wand. And then I also bought this bigger one for bigger waves. And I don't know the exact measurements, but again, I will also link this one if I can find it. But there's this, and it also comes with a glove, and then you're also going to need your hair clips, and then also some bobby pins. And this is where I store my bobby pins. It's an old pill bottle. I just wrapped it in washi tape. And that's it. So let's get started to curling. And the first thing we're gonna do is section off the hair. All right, so my hair is all sectioned off. I've got my curling wand. It is heated up to 302 degrees. And then I'm just, and by the way, if you don't have a curling wand, then a normal curling iron works just as well. You just wrap your hair around the barrel without using the clip. And I really like the way that curls turn out that way because they seem to stay a lot longer. But anyway, I'm gonna get started. So I use fairly small sections. This is probably about the same size as the section that I was using to straighten it with earlier. And then I just, okay, it's heated up. And then I just hold the barrel down and I wrap my hair around it. And that's where the glove comes in handy, so that you can kind of hold your ends to it. And then I hold it like this for a few seconds. I don't know how many seconds I do, but maybe like 15, 20, 10. And then the very important part is that whenever you're taking it out, you don't just take it out, you gotta make sure you hold the hair in this curled position, because that's only half the work and it really needs to dry it needs to cool down in this position. So you're gonna do it like this, then you're gonna bobby pin it to your head. All right, so I'm just gonna hold this little curl up here, just like it was in the barrel, and I'm going to pin it to my head. So we're gonna leave that like that, and that is just the most important part, because if you just undo it and let it like go down, then the curl is just gonna be like, well, it's gonna be more of a wave, and it's just barely gonna look like it's been curled. And so it took me a long time to figure that out because I've been trying to curl wigs for a while, and this is the method that works the very best if you just want those beautiful, bouncy looking, very natural looking curls. So I have completed the little bottom parts, and those have already cooled, and I took the bobby pins out. Alright, so the top left side of my head has been curled and pinned, and now it has cooled down. So I just want to show you guys what it looks like when you take out your bobby pins. So, see? There you go. Nice and bouncy and cute. So, yeah. There we go. Okay, so this is the hair that has been all nice and curled up, and then I kind of brushed through it and messed it up and just made it look how I want it to look. So yeah, that is just about it. I hope this video was simple, and if you do not have like exactly everything that I use, just kind of, I would recommend kind of figuring out a way to do it with whatever you have before just like running out and buying whatever I use. Just, I don't know, just because I don't want you guys to waste money if you don't have to. But anyway, that's about it. So if you guys have any request videos that you guys would like to see, please let me know, because I always need ideas for videos.